beauty. I don't like pain, cruelty, violence, and war. I am light on emotions and opinions. I am open to all kinds of pleasure. I like shameless, idiotic discussions, freedom of thought and speech. I am a calm person. I enjoy music and films, museums and architecture, games and nature. I rarely care about what people think of me. I think a lot about myself. I am slow on too good to be true offers. I believe in money votes, private property and market economy. I am skeptical for politicians, especially professional politicians. A bit less for charismatic anti-establishment figures, and less in multi-party coalition governments with short and fast-lived terms. There are exceptions, but I am okay with taxes and social policies. I am friendly, but very hygienic. I like to be right. I am grateful for my timing, modern civilization, ability to research any topic via internet. So empowering and fulfilling. I don't like sentiments of guilt, blame, fault, and the rest of victim-slave revenge mindset. I own my life, actions, and results. To resist oppression and to search the beauty in the world, to be a little sarcastic and to joke a lot. Our world is big, and hard work, kind soul, deep understanding, accurate calculation, against being lucky. In gift, after attention, packaging is of most importance. How do you choose a wine or Mary Jane? Not by the price. Civilized labor can be divided into introvert, creators of intellectual property, and extrovert, managers of transaction costs, to connect people, organize them, and help to negotiate. At some point, we were just monkeys and in tribes, but through social evolution we made civilization of culture, republic, and capital. To hold any doubts about that, have some ideology of rolling back, is just disastrous. We humans are dangerous, and being in group, there is a suffering in that. But outside, excluded, much worse. Without progress, with xenophobia, no matter how bad we are, elsewhere is worse. As story goes, it's good to be here, rather than be over there. Be safe. Alzheimer waits us all. To stay sharp, you stay active. Doing things, thinking things. If you go lazy, you go crazy. Our fertile soil. But till you're alive, you have capacity to have fun. You care yourself through years, and at 80, you are at 18, in mind at least, working the life, on different issues, knowledge compounds, updating it to the latest fashion. Tricks at disposal are so magnificent. You start around 10 years young, and it is about 25,000 days plus, and going, of constant experimentation and balancing, fat tails in long term. I love to sleep. I had a dreamless decade of my 20s. But now every night of epic magic story. Once a week plus minus, I let self to imagine some fairy tale plot, realistic not, but it's like to eat a book or a movie. Sometimes it is total original. Sometimes kind of fanfic on Nazguls and Wookiees. If I try to write it, I may do it as general plan, in a couple of strokes, or in hundreds and hundreds of words of description of one moment. But when I think about it, sometimes I struggle over some point for a few minutes, how it plays out elegantly and surprising. But more often I don't dissect anything. In second are multiple pictures of characters, situations, motivations, emotions, conflicts, and they develop in moment next, and no problem with bad acting or poor writing, like when characters use the similar language, sets of metaphors and associations, or form sentences and arguments like they mean the same things. Sometimes, when I consume a work of some creator, human being in his product, for me, it's mostly, yeah, I like it. But in markets, mostly, I don't think so. Also, it happens that an author of top content puts a barrier to enter. Wanna enjoy? Have to overcome the disgust or do the right research about the topic. To a certain extent, I appreciate the difficulty, but when too much ruins the experience and the work. As story goes, we use the same words to mean different things. related to each other, but if I have done something, it is a success. And when I encounter fresh and challenging phenomena, I may accept new normal as it presents. I may search the inner library for analogies. What to get from an event is a choice. Wanna be absorbed? Learn a thing or two or few? Yes, yes. Or be critical skeptic and manipulative bilinguist. Doubt everything. How do I feel? What is real? Where is an error? Unconventional wisdom? You're a fraud and such a troll. Thank you for being honest and clear about your feelings and intentions. So fast to quit the fantasy realm. I asked you, charmed you, hooked you, fished you. It's just a style, to see how you will behave around, react to. Where are your blurry lines? Do we conspire? I try my best not to be serious, if only I can. To neglect, to deflect, to escape. This is fun. And the least that I want is something real, heavy, obligatory. If only it is it. Fate. Fundamental. For life. And I don't have any other choice but to say yes. I am transactional and cold-blooded. As much as naive and spontaneous, there is a possibility. Freedom to make something of next moment. There is a light touch approach. A slow discovery of specifics, how it looks like. A process of compounding probabilities into emergence. Sometimes you just skip it. Cheat to the cherry. Shortcut to the finish. But everything is important. What is outside of current perspective? Rare and meta. If there is something, so not the other thing. Not an empty space for opportunity to fulfill, but this is it, of me. Done and perfect, not a continuation of guessing game. I am sorry, that is all for nothing. You're very sexy. Your instincts and intuitions are amazing. What you bring to the table is enough, but not for me right now. I am in a mood for adventures, uncertainty, challenges, and I played in my head all scenarios of happy together, pleasures and profits. But this is a decision to make with pure soul, all in bed. Thank you for reminding me what is true and worthy. I am sorry that I gave you that impression. Sometimes I hold myself better, and sometimes it grows into something bigger, but sometimes prices and risks versus alternatives are not in favor. To use each other to improve our status and have fun doing it. It is awesome. But next step is granite stone, my neocortex. It was joy, but it is time. Where do we live? This planet Earth. What a majestic place. Black nothing around, millions of years evolution of species. And we have our tender bodies and kind minds. A lot of work to do in that regard. Educate each other to be less brutal. So often, our ways are full of mess and dirt, wrongdoing and corruption, and large forces, ideological and random, affect our well-being. But planes are flying to tourist attractions, and maternal mortality rate is at the lowest level. Don't forget to browse links, share, like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell. Please, thanks, love you.